All right, so we should be recording.
All right, we should be good.
And so this is just a quick little interview just to kind of see where you and your group are with your project so far.
Start with the first one that I had.
To start this interview off, please just introduce yourself and your group.
To begin, let's go back a little bit. At the beginning of the fall 2021 semester, the Cleves Scholars first met and began discussion of creating a Compassion Pantry for the students of Thomas More. The pantry would provide goods which some students of Thomas More would normally not be able to procure. The plan was to divide the Cleves Scholars into separate groups, tasked with different parts of the project. To go alphabetically?
Okay, so we're the Amazon Wishlist group. I'm Shelby Mirth, I'm the leader. We have Hannah Ransom, our designer, Annalise Butler, our initiator. We have Kayla Pointer, who's our organizer, Morgan Ashcraft, who's our scribe, Mackenzie Katchen is our creator, and Bailey Smith is our manager of morale.
All right, so I'm Joey, whatever you want to call me. I have 6 people in my group. Taylor Benke, Riley Edwards, Bo Stoll, Madison Genslinger, Megan Bickers. That's us.
Absolutely. So my name is Maddie Saunders. I'm the group leader. Our group is in charge of creating a management manual.
Hi, I'm Noelle. I'm the group leader of the marketing group for Compassion Pantry. We have 6 other members. Sam Ziegler, our social media manager. Evan, our scribe. Jackson, manager of morale. AJ, who's our organizer. Aiden, who's our creator. And then Michaela, who's our Zoom coordinator.
So our group is the suggestion box group, and our goal and purpose was to really find a place on campus to place a suggestion box for the Compassion Pantry.
Hi, my name is Isabel Wilson. I'm with the survey group, and my specific role in my group was I was the facilitator, so I'd facilitate some things in our meetings, just give ideas of what we should talk about and how we should implement those ideas. I was also the meal swipe coordinator, so I talked to the manager of Aramark, Kevin, and he was able to provide me with more details of how we can do a meal swipe donation drive, which I'll get into later.
Now, with introductions out of the way, we first wished to discuss what each group was doing and how it was going.
What has your group done for the Compassion Pantry project?
So we created an Amazon wish list that allows the members of the Compassion Pantry project to order items for the Compassion Pantry when needed. This can range from items such as food or hygiene items.
So far we've done the 4-H drive. We collected over 100 items for that. And then we're in the middle of doing the main drive on campus now. So that'll be going on for probably a couple more weeks.
Okay. And what are you guys doing for the campus drive?
We just got posters set up around campus and with donation bins, and we're also doing a gift card raffle.
Oh, okay.
So if you donate something, you just put your name, write your name down, and you get put in the raffle to win $25.
That's actually pretty nice. Okay.
Our group is in charge of creating a management manual. So what we do is we take information about what all the other groups are doing, our group, and we put it into a manual. The goal is for it to help the next wave of students who come in when they run the Compassion Pantry. It gives them some guidelines. That way they know what to expect from their group and what's going to happen through the process. And it's hopefully supposed to make the transition a little bit easier when they take over for us.
Okay, great. Could you just describe what your group, the marketing group, has done for the Compassion Pantry project so far?
Okay, yes. So far, we've made a couple of posters just to get the word about the Compassion Pantry spread out there, since not a lot of people knew about it. We also started up our social media page on Instagram to also get the word spread out and give updates on Compassion Pantry, including the food drive that happened recently.
So our group is the suggestion box group, and our goal and purpose was to really find a place on campus to place a suggestion box for the Compassion Pantry that was private but still known to students. That way anyone could go and drop off any suggestions they had without having people really know what they were doing.
The next question I had was how has your group been meeting throughout the semester and stuff like that?
Yeah, so our group has primarily been meeting through Zoom. We try to do about once a month or every couple months just to kind of stay on top of things. We did meet once in person, but with our schedules, it's easier on Zoom.
So our survey group obviously sent out a survey to all of our students and staff, and we're able to get that data back and figure out what students and faculty needed in our Compassion Pantry. So whether they could choose different frozen foods to have stocked in the pantry, fresh foods to have stocked in the pantry, as well as some hygiene items if anyone needed any. And there's also a section at the bottom where people could leave their own suggestions of what we should have.
Of course, no project goes without a few difficulties.
Definitely finding the time to work on the project. All the members of my group, including myself, are STEM majors, so finding the time to create meetings or even work on the project in groups was really challenging.
Greatest difficulty has probably just been getting items that we need. A lot of people just you bring what's about to expire or what you don't want anymore, so it's hard to kind of get things that people want and things that aren't expired, but we're working through that. That's not that big of a deal, but that's probably our biggest issue right now.
Okay.
All of our schedules, mine and my team's, our schedules are so chaotic. So getting everybody together has been a challenge.
Yeah.
The best way for us to communicate has definitely been email and like texting each other.
Scheduling, for sure, I would say. It's been the most difficult part because all of us have different schedules going on. I have a nursing major in my group, a couple more athletes as well. So it's just kind of been trying to find a day that works for everyone to meet up and discuss our stuff.
Yeah.
The only obstacle we've really faced is our schedules. We have different majors from education to biology, and it's just been kind of hard to find times we're all free, but we're usually able to find at least 15 to 20 minutes where we can get together and like talk and catch each other up.
I think our most difficult task was actually reaching students. Our survey was about 5 minutes long, which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it actually kind of was because being a busy college student, you don't really have that much free time. So having people sit down and fill out that survey for a good chunk of their day was kind of tough for us to do.
In the end, though, everyone took the highs with the lows.
The greatest success has definitely been finishing the Amazon wish list and seeing it be put into action. It feels really rewarding knowing that we are a part of this huge project.
All right, cool. Thank you.
I'd say our greatest success so far is just being able to keep it stocked. I didn't think that we'd be able to keep it stocked with the amount of people that were going to be using it. But between we drive so far, we've been actually doing pretty good. So I think that's our biggest success so far.
Managing to make things work, like being in contact with one another and then being in contact with the other groups, it gives us a way to gather the information. And then we have a document that we're creating for the manual. So being able to have everybody work on the document has also been a huge success.
I'm gonna say getting the word out, I think, has worked pretty well so far. I heard we got a lot of good donations for the drive, and I've seen a couple of people actually go into the pantry, so they know it exists. So I'm gonna say spreading the word out has been the main success.
So far, our group has picked a suggestion box. We got that ordered this week, and we decided to place it within the Compassion Pantry just so it's easy to find. And we're still working on designing the front of the box as well as the papers that are going to go inside the box for students to fill out.
Yeah, so I think we had a couple of successes. One of the successes that comes to mind is being able to host the meal swipe donation drive. We haven't actually implemented that yet. That'll be in April. So by the time that this comes out, we will have done that and hopefully it will be successful. Basically, we're just getting students to donate some of their extra meal swipes on their card so then other students can use that for the rest of the semester. Also, another success was actually being able to stock the pantry by using the data that we got from our survey. So seeing exactly what people needed, telling people that that's what we needed, and then in return being able to stock our Compassion Pantry for our students.